if you've been applying for cruise ship jobs and you keep getting rejected, or even worse, you're not getting any responses at all, then this video is simply for you, my friend. Because the truth is, most people do not get rejected simply because there are no jobs. The reason they get rejected is because of mistakes that they don't even know that they are making. So in this video, I'm actually going to break down that to you so that at the end of the day, I can make sure that you as an applicant avoid getting rejected and how you can actually fix that. I'm actually going to run through, let's say, my top 5 mistakes that you should be avoiding. Now, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Wandile Sambane, and I help aspiring cruise ship employees get hired faster, avoid scams by providing them a clear step-by-step roadmap from CV up until contract. Now, in order for me to keep the energy going and provide even more value to you, if you haven't done so, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon so you'll be the first one notified whenever we post a new video. So the first thing that I really want us to get to is the fact that rejection is simply frustrating, and I truly get it, especially when you simply don't know what it is that you are doing wrong, especially when, let's say, you are starting out. There can be times whereby you can even start, let's say, doubting yourself. You can even start, let's say, questioning yourself and even thinking, is my CV even bad? Am I not even qualified for the job, or should I even give up? But before you even do that, let me let you into the truth, my friend. You see, most cruise ship, let's say, rejections can be predictable, and if you understand why that happens, you can simply fix that instantly. So let us break it down. These are the most, let's say, common reasons as to why cruise ship applicants get rejected, and if you fix these, your chances of getting hired increases significantly. Now, the first mistake is simply having, let's say, a weak CV. This is where you need, let's say, to make sure that you've got a professional ATS CV, simply because your CV is your first impression. If your CV is generic, it will simply be filtered out by the automatic, let's say, tracking system or software, and you won't even get a chance to be noticed. Now, the thing is, you need to make sure that your CV is properly formatted. Poor formatting can be, let's say, a reason that makes your CV poor, and of course can lead to you not even getting that shot. Now, you need to make sure that in order to strengthen your CV, you need to make sure that it's tailored to cruise ship jobs. And if you can do that, guess what? Your CV will get noticed immediately after you apply. Now, the second mistake is simply not having any relevant experience. You see, cruise lines, they look for specifically customer service. This is, let's say, an environment that thrives with customer service. So you need to make sure that you highlight your relevant experience for the position that you are, let's say, applying for. You need to highlight things like customer service. If you are in a hospitality role, you need also to bring that up. You also need to highlight teamwork, because again, like cruise ships thrive on customers or guests, they also thrive on teamwork, mostly because they've got team members from different countries, from different backgrounds. So it is crucial that at least as different and as unique as we are, that teamwork is something that will put, or let's say make the team or company succeed. So if your experience, let's say, does not highlight all of these clearly, you will simply get overlooked. Mistake number 3 is, let's say, poor communication. You see, in interviews, if you make it that far, you need to show confidence. I've seen that most people simply lack confidence. You need to show up in the interview, let's say, prepared. And that is what's going to drive your confidence. If you know your subject, if you researched the company, if you know what you are talking about, this is what's going to boost your confidence. Now, I've also seen that people are unclear with their answers. That also can, let's say, drive poor communication. You need to be clear in terms of how you present your answers across to the next person, whether it's in person or your interview is being done online. This is something that you need to bring across, and it's extremely important. Now, the next thing in poor communication is simply the lack of energy. Now, trust me, whether you're sitting with a person in the room or you are interacting with them online, energy doesn't lie, and interviewers can pick if you have low energy. So make sure that before the day of your interview, you get enough rest, you eat so that you've got energy, and you can bring the best of you, because these are simply red flags. Now, mistake number 4 is simply the lack of preparation. Now, I've seen that also most applicants do not even do the basics of researching the company. Now, this is crucial. It's important to at least know a little bit about the company in terms of the mission, in terms of the ethics, in terms of the values, in terms of, let's say, the service styles, in terms of the clientele that, at least they have, and maybe to, let's say, even make it polish or shine. You can even research things like the fleet of the company, how many ships they have, and so on and so forth. Because if you can be able to bring this across to the interview, this will show that you are prepared. And guess what? This is what the interviewers are looking for. Most people don't even understand their roles. Now, you need to make sure that you do research even in your job description, because this is what's going to again show that you are prepared. If you know your job description, you've already done half of the work, and you've already actually, let's say, won the interview partially or part of it. Now, also, I've seen that people do not practice, let's say, the interview answers. Do not make that mistake. Practice always makes perfect. So even if, let's say, you practice your answers, you will even sound more confident, like I said earlier on. This is crucially important, and also it is non-negotiable, because guess what? That shows to the interviewer. Let's say it carries through and it passes to things like I mentioned earlier on, like low energy or high energy. This lack of preparation will simply show. Now, mistake number 5 is negative attitude. This is a big one, simply because recruiters look for positive mindset. Is this person bringing a positive mindset to the team? Because they can always train you for the skills. They can always provide you, let's say, or coach you or guide you the right way. But if you do not have a positive mindset, that automatically becomes a red flag, because guess what? No matter what you can do, if someone doesn't have a positive mindset, there's nothing you can help them with. Also, you need to make sure that you bring that team spirit. Again, I spoke about this earlier, but you need to shine across and make sure that you highlight things like this, that you enjoy working with people, you enjoy, let's say, interacting and learning even about people's cultures and so on and so forth. Something that will show or will give a hint to the interviewer that this person has the right attitude as well as the right team spirit. Also, you need to show flexibility, because again, this is simply important on cruise ships. If, let's say, you appear with a negative mindset or resistant, guess what? You're out. Now, here's a simple way on how to fix everything that we've actually spoke about. The first thing is you need to build a strong CV. That, of course, is specific to the cruise industry. That is non-negotiable. I've done videos, I've done trainings in the past to show you how to tailor-make your CV. You can go through the channel and check them out. You need to make sure that you highlight your relevant work experience. Now, when I talk about relevant work experience, I'm not talking about collecting everything that you've done in the past. If it, let's say, applies or can help or can show, let's say, or bring value to the role that you're applying for, by all means. But also remember that highlighting relevant experience means sticking to the point to make sure that at the end of the day you have an ATS friendly CV that is not more than 2 pages long. Nowadays, you don't need to make 4 to 10 pages CV highlighting the history of your life. You need to only highlight relevant experience. And again, I will emphasize the fact that you need to practice, and practice the answers. You can do this in front of a mirror. You can do role plays with a friend or with somebody that specializes in that area of, let's say, interview preps. By all means, those avenues are always available. The next thing you need to do, you need to fix and improve your communication skills. Now, communication, again, like I said, it's key. If you cannot, let's say, show the interviewer or the recruiter that at least you've got basic communication skills, again, you're out. So you can take, let's say, communication lessons. You can go online or on YouTube and search videos on how to improve your communication skills. You will get all the tips there. And the last and final thing you need to do, you need to showcase a positive attitude. Remember that small improvements, they will equal to big results. Now, I want you to imagine this. First of all, you fix all of these mistakes, because now for the first time, you know exactly what it is that is holding you back. Now you apply again. And guess what? This time you get shortlisted, simply because you avoided all these mistakes that we are talking about. You get the interview, you get the offer. Guess what? That's the difference between someone that gets rejected and someone that, let's say, succeeds on board. So if perhaps you want more, let's say, step-by-step training on how to get hired on the cruise ships and avoid these mistakes, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Turn on the bell notification icon so you don't miss out, because every single week I post, let's say, all of these trainings in order to make sure that I give you the practical strategies to help you to succeed on board in the cruise industry. Now, one last final thing. I want you to know that rejection is not final, my friend. It's simply feedback. Now, it's been a pleasure presenting this short training to you. This is Wandile Sambane signing off. Until the next one, goodbye, my friend.